Great ideas under the fez.
Welcome to the premiere episode of Great Ideas Under the Fez, brought to you from Asiya's 2025 Poets Ball in the sunny Bay Area, California. Many notable nobles traveled far and wide from their temples to celebrate in our oasis tonight. And since we have so many great minds under the Fez, we wanted to explore some great ideas which made their 2025 Shrine Year successful.
I am Noble Ronaldo Antonio, Regional Director and Chief Urban of Asiya Shriners, and I will be your host.
With me today I have
Gene Sue from Ben Ali with the Assistant Urban.
I'm Illustrious Sir James Suggerstrom, Potentate of El Cal Shriners in Anaheim, California.
Leo Bautista, the Potentate of Ami Shrine in Livermore, California.
David Pitts, Potentate of Tran Shrine, and my wife Carol, First Lady of Tran Shrine.
Now, Illustrious Pitts, I'm going to focus on three areas that define our fraternity: fun, family, and philanthropy. So my first question is, what was the most fun part about being the Pope?
Most fun part, all the events we attended, we had excellent chairpersons for each event. They all passed our expectations. We had the banquet hall at capacity at every event. You know, as a matter of fact, we had guests from other temples attend many of our events. Asiya came down. I believe it was for the Clown's Cake Day. And they were so obliging to take my gavel and protect it for the entire year that the clowns presented to me.
Do you get that back?
Well, I'm hoping I get it back because I paid dearly this year for the missing of that gavel. Every clown meeting that I've attended, I went through HELL. And what was the next question?
The next question is,
The most fun part was meeting as many members as I can. I've literally traveled from as far south as San Diego to as far north as the Oregon border, because that's what Amis covers.
The most fun part about being the Potentate was just getting to serve the nobles and make a lot of friends in the process.
what is the fondest memory that you have in your progression through the Divan line?
So far, it's been the whole entire journey. Every year it's a little different, and every year it gets a little bit better. I would say if I had to pick one, I would say meeting people from all over the place, meeting you guys, and just being able to find a home wherever you travel, because we have that common bond, masonry, and definitely even stronger in Shrine.
Ooh, I have a couple of those. Which one do you want to hear about? The medical incident that I had in Reno in 2024?
I know you were on fast track.
Or how my term as Potentate should have been in 2026, but due to circumstances beyond control, my term instead was 2025.
And then what were the biggest challenges and greatest opportunities you had?
Honestly, the admin work has been one of the biggest challenges for me. But being a younger Potentate, I admit that can come with the territory.
The greatest challenges I felt was motivating people to be as active as they could in the shrine. Because as I always say, you only get out what you put in. And many people are shy, so I had to guide them, to urge them, to encourage them.
The biggest challenges, of course, are membership. We have a wonderful membership chairman. We have a wonderful membership committee. We go to the Blue Lodges, of course, where we get our members from. Even though we want them to be Shriners, we stress to them to follow their obligation to continue to attend and support their Blue Lodges.
One of the biggest opportunities definitely has been getting to meet my fellow Shriners from across the world at different temples.
Excellent. It's all about getting out there.
Amen to that.
Now, those are great answers. How does your temple incorporate families into its activities?
By including the wives. The wives are the biggest part of the shrine. They're literally 50% of the shrine. Because the reality is, if you've got the wives on board and the husbands are on the fence, they're going. They're going to participate. They're going to have a great time.
You are watching Great Ideas Under the Fez.
Great ideas under the fez.
And now, my next special guest is...
Joanne Bautista, First Lady of Ami Shrine.
How can ladies and kids be an integral part of our shrine family?
That's a very good question. First of all, for me as the First Lady, what I would like to go ahead and have is communication. Without communication, we would not be able to go ahead and get our ladies and the kids to be involved. You have to go ahead and be involved also with the youth club. Without the youth club, which is the Rainbow and the Jobs Daughters, and also Demolay, we will not have the kids be involved. Also, you might want to consider bringing your entire whole families who have kids so that they could go ahead and be involved with our youth clubs too.
I spoke to a lot of the families and invited them, talked to them, walked around, and every event that we had, we let them know that children was invited. Their children could attend. For an example, is I had a 50-60 sock hop, and there were children there, and they had so much fun, and we played games and contests. And one of them was an adult hula hoop, and the other was a child, and they were out there and hula hooping. There were 6 kids out there hula hooping. So we involved them. It's like the Masonic picnic for the families when we did ceremonial. We have a bounce house. We had a dunk tank. We had all kinds of things, cornhole games. We just involved them and asked them to come. And I found that with mothers, especially with young children or children at school age that are not in sports, that they are so happy that their child can come because they don't have to be at home with them. They don't have to worry about a babysitter.
Remind us, what was your First Lady project?
My First Lady project this year was Camp Winning Hands. And I'm just so happy for Camp Winning Hands because children that have, degenerative hand and limb differences, they get to go to camp for a whole week. And they get to do everything that a normal child does. They get to swim, they get to ride a horse, they get to play darts, they just get to do everything, the bow and arrows. And I just thought it was important. My goal was 15,000, as Dave said, and over this year, I'm about at 22,000.
Actually, my First Ladies project was colorectal. However, I was approached by the hospital to go ahead and switch it over to rehabilitation. The reason why, it makes sense to me, because rehab involves physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and the most important part is emotional therapy.
What can the nobles of Ami's temple do to make the experience, with the projects and everything more elevated?
Nobles needs to go ahead and make sure that their ladies are involved. Without the ladies and without communicating to your ladies, they will not know what's happening with your temple.
What can the nobles of Turan Shrine do to make that experience more elevated?
They need to work on communicating to the wives, making sure that they also get the information, involving the wives with communication.
Actually, my theme this year is Welcome Home, because I want people to feel like the temple is a home where you feel comfortable enough to bring your kids, your family. We actually have a couple nobles that do bring some of their kids around, so it's great to see little kids running around. But for me personally, one of the best ways I've seen us incorporate family was, he says I conned him into the job. I reminded me volunteered, but I somehow got my dad to become my first ceremonial master for this term.
Nice.
We try to balance the events to where we have both free events and inexpensive events that the families can attend. Most of the events we do not charge for children. So we are, in that respect, getting more and more families to bring their children to our events. And we love to see the kids. We love to see the kids having a good time. And so our hard work as far as making the shrine family friendly seems to be paying off.
Families, the first thing about incorporating families is having our spouses and our ladies be involved, creating events that are family friendly, that help the kids and have activities for kids to participate.
How did your temple raise money for our hospitals this year? Did you have fun and interesting fundraisers? And if so, please share what they were. And how did you promote these efforts to make them successful?
Our fundraisers comprised of socials. We have socials, that way I could invite all persons, not just Shriners, Masons, and their families and their friends, because then you have a bigger pool to donate. And we had these social events, we rotated them from area to area, because my geography is so large. And my saying is, if the mountain can't go to Muhammad, Muhammad will go to the mountain. So I literally had social events in different geographies so that people there could feel more a part of our temple, because again, our geography is so broad.
What would have been our spring fling turned into a summer luau, and I have not seen the dining room that full in years that wasn't a Tin Lizzy steak fry.
Awesome. And how did you promote the event to make it successful?
Word of mouth, Facebook, email blasts. Getting out the word however possible is what you have to do.
Oh my goodness, that's what it feels like, huh? I haven't felt it for a year. Yeah, our biggest, we had one of the nobles. Well, thank you. Hold it.
Yeah, you can hold it for now.
One of our nobles came up with this idea to have a yard sale. And I said, okay, let's have a yard sale. Oh my God, I never worked so hard in my life. We had the entire shrine center filled with merchandise that Shriners, Shrine ladies, friends of Shriners brought to the temple to donate. I mean, it was unbelievable amount of merchandise we had. We advertised it. We put a couple of the young family members in camel costumes out in the front yard. We just didn't have stuff in the front of the shrine in the yard. We had the whole shrine full of stuff. We had 9 sets of golf clubs. You ever try to sell 9 sets of golf clubs? So anyway, we raised $4,000 on that event to go towards Carol's First Lady's project.
What is the one thing that makes your temple stand out from all other organizations within our Masonic family?
I'll definitely have to say our philanthropy. The whole reason for being a Shriner is supporting the Shriners Children's Hospital and providing care for kids to be able to be kids.
Under the fence.
Welcome to Great Ideas Under the Fence. I am Ronaldo Antonio,
Under the
your
fence.
Region 2 Membership Director. And today I am here with...
Renee Morales, and I'm Chief Raban of Ben Ali Shrine.
Now Renee, what's going on here today? There's a lot of magic in the air.
Oh, there's tons of magic. So this is our rally for kids. We do this every year at the Northern California Shriners Children's Hospital. It's amazing. So far, I think we've gotten about over 12,000 presents. We're hoping to shoot for like 14,000, and we'll see what happens. And you look around, and this is just a portion of the presents, and we're accumulating. We've got crews in the back that they're organizing them, and they're organizing them by age group, so that they'll be able to be distributed. This is a beautiful event.
That's awesome, and we are here on location. Shriners Northern California Hospital. Now, down to the meat and bones. I'm gonna ask Renee here some questions of the upcoming year. So for example, what kind of fears do you have?
nobody's showing up. Probably my biggest fear is throwing a big event, spending a lot of time, a lot of prep time, and not everybody showing up. I think that's the hardest thing, is sometimes getting guys involved.
Yeah. Renee and I are counterparts, so we'll be leaders next year, if elected.
If elected.
If elected.
Come out and vote.
But other than that, what's your experience like at Ben Ali moving up the line?
So started during COVID, which you did too. So that was kind of interesting. So the ceremonial masters, it was we're kind of shut down. So we didn't get a lot of experience. Events that we were planning got shut down. So we really it was starting probably OG year, Oriental Guide year, building from there. But you know what? It's been really good. It's been really good. A veteran, a past potentate told me this. He said, go out there and meet people and make sure you're out there saying hello. So I try to make it a point at every event to say hi to everybody in the room. And I think that's important. And I've been told people actually appreciate that when you make the effort. I hear people will go, well, you know, I showed up and nobody came up to me and said hello. And I said, well, who did you go up to say hello? So if you're one of those that's wondering why people aren't coming to you, maybe you should go out and meet people. The more you reach out to people, I think the more people will reach out to you.
That's correct. And just a segue off of that, what's the best advice then that you can give to an up-and-coming Divan member?
Meet people. Get out there and shake hands and get to know the membership. Especially if you see somebody that looks like they're just kind of maybe a little bit shy. Approach them and talk to them and you know what, sit at a table with strangers. Every time you go to an event, if you can sit with strangers, or at least have a stranger come to your table and sit with you and make people feel welcome.
What's a well-received event, like the most successful event for your temple, would you say that you guys have?
Well, next year, say one of the events that we're planning is a Roaring 20s. We're going to bring that back. We did that a few years ago. And that's I think going to be a really fun event. The other thing that we're going to do is a shrimp boil. Everybody's doing the crab feast events, and those are great, a lot of fun. But we're gonna do a shrimp boil, and it's a little less expensive, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah. That's the other thing. We're trying to be more family, make sure we're family oriented. So we bring the kids. We're also doing pizza for the kids. We don't want a family to have to pay full price for a meal for their kid that might just food around on the plate. So they'll have pizza that they're gonna like, or maybe chicken strips or things like that.
Now, talking about all this food, the question that everyone wants to know is, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food, unfortunately, is probably not I like steak, but you know, steak. And I gotta take care of the ticker.
You're now watching Great Ideas Under the Fez, and I am here with special guest, Illustrious Evan Brewer, Asiya Schreiner, mother of the West. Oh yeah.
Under the Fez.
Now,
Keep going.
thank you. Now, what was the most fun part about being the Pope?
See, every Shriner at Asiya Shrine is fantastic to be around. But what's even more fun was Imperial Session. Imperial Session is where I get to surround myself with not only my friends and Shriners from Asiya Shrine, but all kinds of Shriners from other states, other Orients. It's a fantastic time. The brethren that I have developed friendships with over the years, I get to meet all in one place and have a fantastic time, all in one moment.
What were the biggest challenges and greatest opportunities for you?
So the biggest challenge, I think, is that anyone who's in leadership understands that you can't please everyone. The challenge is being okay in your own skin, knowing that the choice that you've made is the best for the temple and the longevity of the temple, even though there are some nobles, brethren, that may not necessarily agree with you. Now, the opportunities you mentioned. One of the opportunities that we had in California, particularly with Asiya, is that our geographic area is pretty large, right? So we're all the way up in Marin County, and we're all the way down to Monterey, right? But get those nobles or get those candidates, those Blue Lodge members that are at a distance, bring them in and make nobles out of them.
How does your temple incorporate families into its activities?
Very good. So, the first step is, it's about communication. It's very important to understand that many other Blue Lodges, many other Masonic organizations have this default position of, well, it's a fraternal order, it's just the guys. No. The committees that create, or whether it's the committees, the units, the clubs that are setting up these events, we encourage, the Divan encourages those units, clubs, and committees to involve or include, make plans for the wives, the significant others, the kids. Just expect those families. And if you set that expectation right from the beginning, the nobles with kids and families will come. They'll participate. They'll engage.
How does your temple make nobles feel valued?
So one of the big differences between Asiya and the shrine in general versus a Blue Lodge is the shrine has all these units and clubs that have different interest groups, whether it's golf, yacht, rod and gun, the section crew dealing with parade vehicles. There's this wide variety of interests. The shrine offers these unique opportunities that other Masonic bodies simply don't bake into their body, and it's a beautiful thing, actually. Asiya Shrine puts on a ceremonial like no other shrine does, that at least I've seen. Whether it's the costumes, the audio, the lighting, the Knickerbocker presentation that we give, the inclusion of the candidates in the ceremony. It is a production. It is fantastic, and it's an experience that I haven't seen in many other shrines. It stands out. I'm proud of it. It is a very special experience, and it's something that I remember when I was a candidate as well, and I went through it. So it is exciting, it is exhilarating, and if you haven't experienced an Asiya ceremonial, you're missing out.
And what would be the one advice you would give to the chief urbans in our region?
Travel. It's all about meeting people and knowing people. I can't emphasize this enough. Go to the Blue Lodges. Attend as many stated meetings and Blue Lodge events as you can, because that's where our future lies. That's where our membership lies.
Communication. You can't expect to put a flyer in your bulletin and everybody just show up.
Don't do anything that you're not. Don't assign officers tasks that you're not willing to do yourself, even though sometimes that's better said than done. But honestly, just be ready for anything that could happen and just go with the flow.
Leadership may not always be found in your best friend. You need to have some confidence that the person that you are appointing to that line one day, 7, 8 years, maybe, is going to be an effective potentate. Is going to be able to lead that shrine and do a good job. Unfortunately, that is not always your best friend. It doesn't mean that he's not a valuable person and this gentleman has a valuable place in the shrine. But what it means is that the success of the shrine depends on the quality of the leadership.
What everyone watching wants to know, what is your favorite TV show?
TV show?
This is a family event too.
So no John Wick?
No.
Grey Anatomies.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. The reason why it's Grey Anatomies is because it's about medical. And since the Shriner Hospital is all about medical, it's all about helping people. And that's what Grey Anatomy does.
Favorite food and drink?
I love all food, especially free food. This year for me has been just a buffet of free food everywhere I go. I've gained so much weight. Next year I have to go on a diet.
Drink?
I don't drink. I'm underage.
H2O.
Water. Nothing like good water.
What's your favorite sport?
Baseball, through and through.
What is a song that makes you move and headbang?
I get a lot of grief for my passion for the 80s. But the Scorpions, Winds of Change, always speaks to me, right? Singing the lyrics and having a good time. It doesn't really make me headbang, a little slow, but it's a beautiful song. So there's your answer.
I want to thank you for your time.
Pleasure meeting you.
Likewise, brother.
Thank you very much, Illustrious.
Thank you.
Thank you both for joining us tonight.
I hope you dance the night away tonight.
Thank you, Noble.
I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you
personally,
too.
Joanne.
All right, bye.
Until next time, keep on dreaming big, having fun, and enjoy life under the fez.
Thank you, guys.